We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Cut. 20. We're good. It's just me and you.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Go.
On 2nd and a couple. Goff. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here goes tonight. 20. Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun. Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
76.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confident shot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. LaShawn McCoy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On second down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Drake. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have encounters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Touchdown, L.A. LaShawn McCoy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Goff on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Throwing now is Murray, being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down. McCoy. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Hundley. Going deep for Hopkins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Chargers have taken the early lead over the Broncos. Lamar Miller, a first-half touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the penalty, it's McCoy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
McCoy's got the 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
17. Hey, Charlie.
From the red zone now, gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's what I do. 22, Jet, 22, Jet.
Now Hundley going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
3 balls. Motion.
Back to throw, Goff. He finds McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first, here's Washington. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
10th carry now for McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Give me some. Hey, box truck. 58, come on. Here we go, 58.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Joker, 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 Joker.
2nd and 11. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Hundley. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find Isabella. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Defense wins championships, baby.
He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
Play action. It's gone. That'll be caught by Cup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running it, Washington. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Peters able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's gone. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the...
And got his man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is caught by Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's McCoy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Motion.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Back back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Washington. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles...